Yeah.
Get ready to fire.
Get ready to fire.
There's a reason why they train a lot. Some of them don't hear too well.
Yeah.
But I can assure you that'll be rectified in the next demonstration. Lieutenant, if you would, fire my right. They get a little antsy, you know. They're going to shoot somebody. That's right. Well, that would have got the attention of your enemy. You're going to put a lot of lead down range in a hurry, bunch of smoke, etc. But one small problem, nobody's loaded. And according to my calculations, it took a lot longer than 20 seconds to get loaded up, so they came up with ways of varying the rate of fire. Fire by right. Fire by right. Ready. Hey. Fire. Load.
You got that man in front of you.
Now, it's very important that the rear rank fires first. That way they can reload while their file partner in the front rank deflects the bullets for them. And I was asked, well, how'd you get to be in the front rank? You're shorter than the guy behind you. Fire! Load! Lieutenant, you would. Fire by file. We're going to vary the rate of fire. We only have one more round for demonstration purposes, but we're going to fire sequentially by file in each rank from the right to the left. If we had more rounds, once they have fired, then they would automatically load and fire at will until they told cease fire. So we're only going to fire one round, and that's it. Fire by file. Ready. Commit fire.
Really loud. Yeah.
Hang on, we're just about through. Yeah. Right. Right. Some of the most common questions we always get is why is those uniforms hot? I can assure you they are. They're made to military specifications, keep you warm in the winter and hot in the summer. Why do y'all fight in national battlefield parks or gather there? Well, that goes without, that's where they fought. You know, wasn't the reverse. But you'd be amazed at some of the questions we get. But one of the most serious questions we always get, which is very important to what we do, is why we come out here and do this. I don't believe. Mark. Are there? Yeah. Oh. He's clearing the front. Make it clear down lane. We have to by national. Right. Drift. But we get asked, why do we do this? Why do we come out here on our own time? It's very warm. On our own initiative, why do we come out here and do this? There's a very good reason why. And color guard, if you would. Forward. Mark. Platoon. Attention. Shoulder. Arm. Present. Arm. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we come out here and do this is to honor all those men and women that have paid the ultimate price for this country for that flag right there. And we would like to specifically request, when you leave here today, please keep in your thoughts and prayers the men and women of our armed forces today as they protect our freedoms here and abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
I want to go.
Chattanooga. Stopwatch on them, but I can assure you they're not loading in 20 seconds. So it's very difficult to do. All we're doing is pouring powder down the barrel, and it's highly explosive. Black powder is highly explosive. That's all we're doing. You know.
It's just smelly. It's not really that loud.
We're going to load and fire all the men at one time. They're preparing to fire.
He just moved right in the way.
We're about to fire. Well, that'd get the attention of your enemy and put a lot of lead down range, but there's one little small problem. Nobody's loaded. So what they did is they came up means of varying the rate of fire. We're going to fire by rank. Lieutenant, if you would, fire by rank. Only one rank will fire at a time, guaranteeing at least half the men are loaded at any given time.
Oh.
Fire by rank. Rear rank. Ready. Aim. Fire. Load. Now it's very important that the rear rank fires first. That way they can reload while their file partners in the front rank deflect the bullet. Quick return fire bullets. How do you get to be in front rank? You're shorter than the guy behind you. Ready. Aim. Fire. Load. Lieutenant, you would. Fire by file. Now we're going to fire by file. We have single files and 2 ranks. We're going to fire sequentially by each file down the ranks, one at a time, until we come to the end of the line. We only have 1 round, so that's going to happen. If they had additional rounds, they would continue to load and fire at will until the order of ceasefire is issued. Fire by file. Ready. Command. Fire. Where's Will? Order on. What they're going to do is they're going to spring rammers. All they're going to do is drop the ram rod down the barrel. If they hear a thud, it means the musket didn't go off. If they hear a ding, the musket went off. There's no powder in the bottom. There's many cases of after a battle in the Civil War, they go out on the field and pick up muskets that it had 8, 9, 10 rounds rammed down the barrel, and the musket never fired. They just didn't know it did not go off. Halt. Front. Platoon. 3 paces to the rear. March. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting close to the very end of this. Appreciate y'all coming out today. After this is concluded, you're more than welcome to come visit the guys in camp, see the camp set up, etc. We also get a lot of questions asked like is uniform fire, etc. They died by the road. Captain Wood, fire by company. Captain, fire by company. Now they're loading the fire. Once again, this is your initial warning. Gaining control of children or small pets. I'll let you know right before we fire. Fire on the command. A good man can load and fire 3 times in 1 minute. And I don't see any stopwatches, but it's taking longer than 20 seconds to load. These apparently are good men, sir. Fire by company. They're about to fire. Company ready. Aim. Fire. Whoa. Captain Wood, fire by right. Yes, sir. Well, that gets the attention of your enemy, put a lot of lead down range, but there's one small problem. Nobody's loaded. So they came up with means of varying the rate of fire. We're going to fire by rank. One rank will fire at a time, guaranteeing that at least half the muskets were loaded at any given time. That way they could repulse cavalry or oncoming enemy. Go front rank.
Smells like a Swiss roll.
Oh my goodness. Swiss roll.
Front rank, kneel. Rear rank, ready. Aim. Fire! Whoa! Now it's very important that the front rank fires first. Because that way they can reload while the men in the front rank can deflect the bullet. Aim! Fire! Whoa! Very good. Captain, what? Fire by fire. Yes, sir. How'd you get the front rank? You were shorter than the guy behind you. We keep it real simple in the Civil War. We're going to fire by file. We have single files of men in two ranks. We're going to fire each file sequentially down the ranks until everybody's fired. Fortunately, we have two rounds, so we're going to fire at will after that. And then we'll do some safety calls about firing each cap to make sure everybody's unloaded.
We're going to eat some of Melissa's soup.
Company, fire by file from the right.
I don't kill you this. That's my will.
Fire.
That has to be loud in there. He gets
Fire wheel. Load them quickly. Fire one round. Hit wheel. Pour it into them, boys. Come on. Anybody in the crowd named Will? It's not only in the heat of the battle, you may not know your musket was not discharged. It was very common to find a musket on the field after a battle with 9, 10, 11 rounds rammed down the barrel, and the musket never went off. What we're going to do is a precaution before we come back. We're going to put caps on. And we're going to fire just caps. That way we know everybody's unloaded. Another method of doing that is springing rammers. If you hear a clunk, you're more likely got something down the barrel as opposed to a ping, which means it's clear.
You don't see nothing. You don't feel nothing. You just slap.
Right?
There's another mosquito.
Air it up.
Go.
Mosquito. Take one of this and grab it up behind it.
Any questions about the firing? They wear earplugs? If they did, it'd be a piece of cotton or some kind of leaf or something stuffed in their ear.
Now, you said a while ago each soldier has 40 rounds. What happens after that? The battle's not over, so what happens?
A good commander, a good field commander, would keep abreast of that,
Elevate.
and he would request that his rounds be pulled off the field so they could, get ammo.
Gotcha.
You would not want to do it on the field; it'd be too dangerous. But that was very important, so you can understand strategy was very important to place your men, monitor their ammo supply, and pull them out when necessary. Very important. And then not lose position on the field.
Right. Hard.
We're just about through with our program. We highly encourage you to come on over to the camp and visit. You can ask more direct questions to the men themselves, see the tonnage, the weapons up close, etc. We have one last thing we'd like to do at this time. Company, we'll be up here in just a second. As Anton pointed out at the very beginning of the program, one of the most common questions you get is this uniform hot? The answer is unquestionably yes. Fortunately, we're at least in the shade today. You can imagine what it's like being out in the full sun and in the summertime, and quite frankly, during the Atlanta campaign, that's the way it was. Very hot. Ladies and gentlemen, we also get asked the question of why do we do this? Well, we have a very quick and easy response to that. Company, present arms. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason we come out here is to perpetuate and maintain the memory of those men and women who have sacrificed the ultimate sacrifice for this country and for this flag right here. We would like to specifically request, when you leave here today, please keep in your thoughts and prayers the men and women of our armed forces that protect our freedoms here and abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
He's pretty good.
Charge of colors.